Hello and welcome to ICEFS, which is Improving Spoken English in the Free State. A common error that I've heard used in Lesotho is the following sentence. My father, she is late. Now that is of course grammatically incorrect. What the speaker means to say in that case is, my father has died. And of course, if you want to say it in a softer and more gentle way, you would use what we call a euphemism, and you would say something such as, my father has gone the way of all flesh. The first error in that sentence is the use of the word late. If we talk about, for example, the late Mr. Smith, that would mean that Mr. Smith has died. However, if we say that Mr. Smith is late, that would mean simply that he is not on time and is late for his meeting. Yes, English is both confusing and highly illogical. The second error in that sentence, though, is the use of the pronoun she. This error is typical of Sotho or Nguni language speakers, and we refer to it as the use of a double subject. We in English do not use a pronoun after the noun. It must be the noun only, because the noun already forms the subject. The second problem with that pronoun she is there is gender confusion involved. English is gender specific. Now, pronouns, as we know, stand in the place of nouns or other pronouns. In the first person, we say I, me, we, or us. In the second person, we use you, whether it is singular or plural. And in the third person, we use he, she, and it in the singular, or of course they in the plural. This is where I find a great deal of confusion comes in for people who are learning English. He is masculine and refers mainly to people. She is feminine and also refers mainly to people. It is neuter. It refers to inanimate objects, or it can be used to refer to animals. Now, one of the things that makes English so confusing is, of course, our language traditions, because she is also used to refer to naval ships. So the next time that you are visiting one of Bloemfontein's naval bases, remember when you are talking to the sailors that you must always refer to their ships as she. Now, the primary function of the pronoun is to avoid repetition. Here is an example of something that sounds awful. Timothy drove Timothy's car to where Timothy works. Doesn't that sound cumbersome? We would actually say, Timothy drove his car to where he works, and now the repetition has been eliminated. Another example. My aunt buys my aunt's food when my aunt is hungry. And that also sounds terrible. It should be. My aunt buys her food when she is hungry. A third example. The clock has stopped because the clock has a flat battery. Rather say, the clock has stopped because it has a flat battery.